Hey to all my earth signs and welcome. And my name is ClairV and I'm here doing a reading for Pisces season for all my earth signs. So maybe the water, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio's reading would help you. And since it's a Leo moon, maybe fire signs would help you also. And now we're on to earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. My fellow earth signs, what do we need to know for this Pisces season? All these readings are timeless, so whenever you do see them, you're meant to see them. Alright, I seen the Fool at the bottom, and here we have the Death in reverse, so perhaps we're holding on, not wanting to let go. And what about the Fool? Alright, what about the Knight of Wands? Alright, and the Four of Pentacles and whatever's hiding behind it. Okay. Alright, and at the bottom we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So perhaps this is a big loss. Perhaps that's what we're holding on to. We're holding on to not let this go. Maybe we're holding on to a king. This king could be a crooked cop or a drug dealer. Somebody does something illegal for money. Maybe we're holding on to this. But with the Fool, we're coming out of this darkness and into something new. It's almost like we're sitting here, and the longer we sit here and we sit here and we sit here, and it's like pop, we come up with some kind of idea. Perhaps this is what we're doing here in the Two of Swords. We're trying to make a choice, and this is going to the spirit, using our intuition and having faith. We're having faith to jump into this with no eyes, without looking. It's almost like we're coming into this darkness.
Face with no eyes.
Oh, wow. So this Knight of Wands is saying, do it now. Take risk. Take risk when it comes to this new love. Look at how beautiful this is. Perhaps, the Knight of Wands, he's not really like the perfect lover in a sense. He goes from person to person to person to person, but perhaps this is like telling us to take risk, to be like this Knight of Wands when it comes to this love. Perhaps this is a passionate love. This is full of fire. When it comes to this Two of Cups, this is an unconditional love, and this is a marriage. This is them coming together, a homecoming. Maybe we'll read the Knight of Wands to see about this love. I just say it's like full of passion. Now, the Knight of Wands is an appetite for deeds and achievement. The Knight of Wands is full of strength, youth, and energy. He outpours aggression, health, and willingness for activities, hunting, and adventures. It is a dynamic principle of the suit of Wands. He is concentrated on himself and his desires, needs, and motives. Hence, self-admiration, self-proclaim. Knight of Wands is a bright and notable person, committed to his idea. His appearance brings a flash of enthusiasm and infusion of fresh forces, energy, initiative, readiness to act, spirit of a pioneer. His environment is excitement, impulsiveness, and spontaneity. If he did appear, it means he's ready to strike. The main strength of the Knight of Wands is determination to move forward so that others can see that. So this is what we're doing. We're determined to move forward with this relationship. It's as if we're going from the 2 to the 4. We're bringing this new relationship to the next level. We're committing. We're making some kind of commitment. And perhaps this is what the choice is. It's like, oh, I don't know what to do. We're almost closed-hearted. But with this Fool coming into this newness, this is what it is. It's like acting on this in faith. We're acting on this, being spontaneous and full with passion, bringing this love. Now, over here, we have the Four of Pentacles with this Eight of Wands. Perhaps this is why the Death is here on the undercurrent. This Death and this Four have a lot in common. This Four is this holding on. It's as if we're strapped. We don't want to let go. We're not opening this. And the same thing with this Death. It's almost as if we're not opening it. It's as if Perhaps this is Cupid's, you know, these are Cupid's arrows, but this is poisonous arrows. Perhaps it's poisonous arrows, or this whole, it's like, there's no communication, there's no movement. It's like we have to wait a long time, perhaps. It's like we've been waiting a very long time. Perhaps this is like we've been waiting a very long time, putting a lot of money, a lot of time and effort into this. Lack of teamwork. It's like maybe this is a whole different situation, you know, where we paid for something. I was thinking about this. My phone died. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, well, this feels like 3 different situations. I don't know if this is before, now, later. This is one thing. This is another thing. This is another thing. Like the message, however it is, like I always say, use your intuition when deciphering the messages. And this is why. I'm going to start how I always start. And we're going to take it like this from the top with this 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Perhaps you are paying for something, or there's a contract breaking. There could be a third party. We could feel not adequate up for the job. Perhaps this is like a loss of a job, or like a lack of teamwork. You know, with this is normally like this person has this tool, this person has this tool, this person has this tool, and here we come together to create this one thing. But when it's in reverse, it's as if there's a lack of teamwork. Somebody is not pulling or in. Maybe you're paying for something. Maybe you're saving up for something, or this is telling us to keep this in the box, to keep our money in the box and not to pay for this. Because the 8 of Wands is like no actions, no action when we come to the security, or when we come to the money that we have saved, or what's locked in the box. It's as if there's no action, because if there is any action, it's like not Cupid's arrows. These are poisonous arrows having to do with this situation, whether this is at work, a family situation, or a totally different situation than this love. This is almost like, you know, we could be saving up for this. And this could also be telling us to look at the fine print. That's why the 8 of Pentacles, if the 8 of Wands is in reverse, like don't move, let's stay here. And the 4 of Pentacles says the same thing. It's like stay firm, don't make any action. Don't make any action when it comes to this contract or this thing here in the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Perhaps we're in this, it's like we paid for something that, you know, they didn't do the work right. That's why I say this is a whole different situation, because this Knight of Wands, he's coming in fire, hot with passion, with this new relationship, this new agreement. Perhaps this is like dropping this agreement with this corporation, or with this family, with this job, and this is coming into another agreement with this. Like now it's like, okay, now we're making a new agreement. We're coming into this leveling up, to this homecoming, after standing here for a long time, making a choice. We are being the Fool, coming up out of this, like boom, coming out of this darkness into this newness, having faith into the unknown. It's like, yeah, we're gonna break free, do something that we never known. Perhaps we're breaking free from 3 and just making it a two-man team. And then perhaps we go from the 2 to the 1 to the 1 to the 2. So yeah, the Fool. This is this real happiness, childlike innocence, spontaneous, so happy. It's almost as if we come out of this decision making, Two of Swords energy, like sitting here out of this into this full, like, yay, like finally free. That's cool. Perhaps this is after this choice. It's like, okay, this is telling us that this is how we have to make our choice. Like, we're not looking, we're closed off at our heart, we're using our mind, we're not using our feelings, we're using our intuition, and we're just having faith in a spirit, jumping ahead into this newness. And perhaps this is releasing this king and becoming this knight. It's like we have to back up a step, and then this is where this Ace of Cups comes in. Wow, yeah, we're going through these endings. Perhaps this is why we're holding on. It's like we're holding on to this Nine of Wands because of our subconscious. It's as if this is what we were used to, or you know what I mean? This is programmed in our mind. Perhaps that's what this is, deprogramming our mind. It's like our mind is on this contract, on this, you know, we're deprogramming it. This is this program with this thing. Now we're taking this and we're reprogramming it. We're halting this, what we know. We're halting all the information because there's some kind of other information deep inside. This is why we're halting what we know. Perhaps this is why this Knight of Wands is coming in with this passion and fire. Like, do it now. Let's take some risk. Let's make this commitment and move up this level to the other four. The Four of Wands, another four. Another thing about the security. And then we come into this two with this balance, this Two of Swords into this Fool, like hip hip hooray. You know, we can't get any happier than this. So, yes, this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to see this Death in reverse real quick. Death says, between the past already gone and the future yet to come. Transformation, change of condition. And in reverse, it says, fear of change, resistance to changes, retention of the old, and anachronistic stagnation, rot, decay. Long pessimistic, with a loss of energy, depression. He's not dead, hugging decaying corpse. Like a disbelief. So maybe you're like in a disbelief that this could happen, like this, it's not real, and he ain't dead, or they ain't dead. I was just saying this about the live. Perhaps this is connected, or signs to my live today about this reprogramming the subconscious mind, getting into the delta waves, because you know right now, actively, perhaps we're at home and we're in calm, we're not really in the alpha, we're in the beta. But coming down into the theta, we almost have to be asleep or in this deep meditation in order to be in theta, where we can have these things access our subconscious mind. When we're in the theta state is when the things can access the subconscious mind. This is how we reprogram it. We can either do self-hypnosis thing, like before we go to sleep, listen to this thing while we're in the theta wave, or we can meditate and get into that theta wave. And you know, but it can't be just with one day. We have to do it consistent. It has to be consistency. Now with this, the death, our body, yes, our body might go back to the earth or whatever, but our spirit, that never dies. Energy never dies. It's proven. It's proven. Energy never dies. It just comes into like a different form, a different life force. But we can still feel that. And this is what this is. Having faith in these senses, in these five senses. He's carrying only what he has. And he's really trusting in his faith. And in the unknown, and in his intuition, his faith. He's just going with the flow, you know, unknowingly into the unknown. Wow, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Look at all these happy tears. And even though it's after a sad, sad time, it's still amazing. You know what I mean? It's like this is washing over this. It's like, yes, we came out of a big dark period where it's heavy, painful, but this is like washing all this away. Happy tears coming into this, a love of a self, a love of someone else, you know. And this not only are we filling our cup up with love, but it's overflowing with love, so we can share with everybody else. So this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thanks so much, air signs. I guess on to what else we did? Water, fire, earth, air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, coming up. Thank you. Love you. Oh, what are you saying? Hi. Love you. Bye.